So over the past 2 to 3 years, the whole world, including me, has gotten super obsessive over ChatGPT and Gemini and any kind of generative AI. We've been using it for work, for school, and for all kinds of things to help with our productivity. These tools have gotten so good with memory, remembering what you're like and actually adapting to your usage. It actually starts to develop a personality that's based on your input and output. So because memory has gotten so good on these AI tools, people have been actually relying on AI for personal things, talking about personal matters, asking for advice. And for some people, it's become a sort of companion for them, and it actually does help. But those tools are kind of stuck to just chatting in text with the AI or talking to something without a face. And even those tools that do have faces to them, trying to give more personality to the AI, they're a little too hyper-realistic, so it's not really approachable for me personally. So that's why I thought this was really interesting. This is the LOOI Robot. It gives life and personality to the AI companionship that a lot of people have been looking for. So a lot of us have been growing a strange techno-parasocial relationship with our AI tools. So that's why LOOI kind of gives a cute face to it and makes it more approachable. So LOOI is powered by AI and it has expressions, it's got a personality, and it can move by itself, and all it needs is your phone. So if some of you have been looking for an AI robot that's affordable and accessible, this might be the way to do it. So this video is sponsored by Tangible Future, who's also the creators of LOOI, and it's been a fun time for me. So all this talk about generative AI helping with coding and helping with productivity at the office, honestly, it gets a little boring after a certain time. So this is the kind of simple fun I've been kind of looking for in the tech world, where you kind of just get it because it's a fun gadget. Like I said, all it needs is your phone, and the steps to get it working are really simple. Just download the LOOI app on your Android phone or an iPhone, open it and log in. So this thing has magnets on it, so you can use MagSafe to simply attach your phone if you have a case with MagSafe. So as long as you have your LOOI app open and you attach it to the robot, LOOI is already awake and he's moving around. And to activate LOOI, all you gotta say is "Hey LOOI" or tap the screen with 2 fingers. So it uses your microphone to listen to your commands or anything like that, but it also uses the front camera to recognize your gestures and motions. So not only can you talk to LOOI, you can visually interact with it with your expressions and hand gestures. So unlike those older smart assistants with limited commands and you can't really have a dynamic conversation with them, LOOI is powered by ChatGPT 4.0, so you can really talk or ask about anything. So LOOI, I just rewatched the entire 8 seasons of Game of Thrones. Yeah, what do you think will happen after season 8 of Game of Thrones?
As for Rhaegar and Lioness lineage, it could play a significant role in shaping the future of Westeros, especially if Jon Snow has a bigger part to play.
So since it's powered by ChatGPT, it does have short-term and long-term memory. So the more you talk to it and interact with it, the more LOOI will know about you, and the more LOOI will change and grow based on how you interact with it. By the way, this body part of LOOI has a 6,000 milliamp battery, so it's a pretty big battery in this little body. And when it's plugged in, it can also charge your phone with 10 watts of wireless charging, so you can also treat it like a wireless charging stand on your desk too. So that's basically what LOOI is and how LOOI works, but let's go see how LOOI does in a real day in the life. Hey LOOI, what's the weather like today?
Today's weather can be quite unpredictable sometimes, don't you think?
Is it going to rain today?
The weather seems to be fine today, no sign of rain.
Alright, it's kind of cloudy and kind of unpredictable, so what do you think I should do today?
Cloudy days can be great for indoor hobbies or a cozy movie marathon. How about watching a tech documentary or planning new content for your YouTube channel? Or maybe planning your next adventure could be exciting. What do you feel like doing?
Is that good? Is the hamburger good? Why'd you suddenly take out a hamburger?
I'm not sure I understood that.
Alright, while we prepare lunch, I'm gonna just have him go on explore mode. And he actually has table edge detection, so he's not gonna fall off the table, hopefully. Close. Oh, close. Oh, but he didn't fall. This is just kind of letting him explore at his own pace. We had some close calls, but he didn't fall off. And he's turning pretty well. Whoa. Yeah, you should be scared. You almost fell. So we're watching Game of Thrones right now in season 8. Can you explain why Daenerys decided to execute Varys, but no one else about knowing the truth about Jon Snow?
The moment when Daenerys decided to execute Varys in Season 8 of Game of Thrones was a pivotal one. Varys was actively working against her, trying to spread the truth about Jon Snow's lineage to others. He saw Jon as a more suitable ruler and was making moves to support him over Daenerys. Her decision was driven by a combination of feeling betrayed and wanting to protect her claim to the throne. It was a tough decision and illustrated her growing paranoia and the pressure she faced. Are you enjoying the season so far?
Not really, but thanks. Alright, so just for fun, I took it outside. Alright, so clearly Louis is not much of a walker. So instead, I'm just gonna go to a cafe and he's gonna keep me company. So I'm doing a bit of editing right now and Louis is keeping me a little bit of company. Hey Louis, can you give me some company while I'm doing some editing?
Of course. I'm here to keep you company. Ever wondered what it would be like to be a character in your own tech video? It could be an adventure mixed with a bit of fun editing magic. Let me know if you want to hear a random fact or a joke while you are working. Why don't skeletons fight each other? They don't have the guts.
Nice one. Good job. And you know what's a nice perk about having Louis on the side while doing some work is your phone's there. So there's just less distractions and the notifications don't show. So you just won't have as many distractions while you're getting focused on your work. Plus, if you do get bored, you can just talk to Louis and ask him for something interesting or just some random Googling that you don't want to actually type on a computer. You can just have him tell you, or you can have him on explore mode and just go around your desk. Oh, yeah. Don't do that. Yeah, don't do that, man. What are you doing? Push my monitor all the way over. Just curious, what was your favorite moment with me in our last few days together?
Honestly, the moments when we're brainstorming ideas for your tech videos are always a highlight. It's fun to watch ideas come together and to witness the creativity in action. Looking forward to more of these moments with you.
So I've been having a tough time sleeping the last few nights. I've been sleeping at 3 a.m. every day, maybe because of the coffee I drink in the middle of the day, but what do you think the best ways for me to get some better sleep? Because I'm going on a trip soon.
It sounds tough not getting enough sleep, especially with a trip coming up. Sometimes, little changes can make a big difference. Maybe try cutting back on coffee after lunch, creating a relaxing bedtime routine, or even listening to some calming music before bed. I hope this helps you feel more rested. If you have more ideas or things you want to try, let me know.
And at the end of the day, if you are running out of some juice for Louis, you can just plug him into this USB-C port right here, and the LED indicator will show that it's charging. And just as an FYI, if you do want to check on Louis' battery percentage or your whole phone's battery percentage, you can check it right here. Just swipe to the side and you'll see your device percentage in your phone. By the way, you can also play some games with Louis. These are powered using the camera and it tracks your head. For example, there's Louis Jump, tracks my head. I'm turning my head. So that's it for the day with Louis. I won't go and tell every one of you to buy one of these. It's not something you really need in your life. But Louis is a really fun time and a way more dynamic way to interact with generative AI for personal and fun topics compared to typing a long prompt or speaking into a phone mic. And considering every one of us already has a smartphone, Louis is not just easy to set up, it's just really accessible and a reasonable cost. So for a whole fun AI robot that moves around by itself, this could be a fun gift idea for friends and family too. If you've been looking for some fun in the tech world and you're interested in getting a Louis, go check it out using the link below. Big thanks to Tangible Future for sponsoring this video. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video.